Hello and welcome back to more Ace Attorney Investigations 2. In last episode we finished up the second case of the game, which was the imprisoned Turnabout. And today we'll be starting up case 3, which is the inherited Turnabout. And let me tell you something. I have not seen this much hype for anything since Avengers Endgame came out last year. And that was a crazy time to exist, because basically what happened, like, that was all anybody could talk about for what felt like forever. Just everything, every conversation, somehow Endgame would be woven into the conversation to be like, oh, the Iron Man this, or Cap that, or Infinity Stone this, or Thanos that. And like, it just, I remember one morning when the day that first trailer came out, I woke up one morning and Forgetful Gal 45 just came running over. She had her phone in her hand. She's like, guess what? The new trailer came out. I'm like, wait, I just woke up 5 seconds ago. What's going on? What happened? Where? What? And so we watched the trailer, and I'm like, it doesn't take me that long in the mornings to wake up, because I'm a morning person, so I'm fine with that. But like, the first 5 seconds, I'm still like, okay, what's going on? I just came back from unconsciousness of being asleep. What's going on? So it was a crazy time. That's all anybody was talking about. And the same thing is happening here. I don't know why. I have no clue what it is about this case that people love so much, or people are so excited for. But it must be something, because all I've heard in the comments of the last couple of videos is, I can't wait for you to play Case 3. Case 3 is so amazing. It's the best non-final case of the series. And I'm just like, alright, I'll take your word for it. I'll go into it with an open mind, with extremely high expectations, so let's just stop blabbing and get started with Episode 3, The Inherited Turnabout. Whew, oh boy. 3 p.m. decoration special? What's for dessert today?
Catherine Hall!
And Jeff Masters' piece of cake.
Ow, okay. Ow, Jesus Christ. Ow, okay, that's gonna be the headphones off moment. Oh, Jesus Christ, okay. I will be lowering the audio for you in editing. Jesus Christ. You know, so, I had been warned. What is going on my screen? I had been warned in yesterday's episode that, hey, some people have some audio issues at the beginning of Case 3, and I remembered it, I made a mental note of it, and I thought to myself, yeah, I've had people just put their microphones in their mouth, like when I was super young in Xbox Live, people would just put their microphones in their mouth and, like, blow air out as hard as they possibly could. There's nothing in this world that can startle me, and then this happened, so... Oh, Ray, this program sure brings back memories. Gregory, tomorrow, I'm headed towards that fateful place with your son to find out the truth of 18 years ago. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I knew to expect it, but I did not think it was going to be that bad. Jesus Christ. Like, wow, okay, that was, much worse than I thought it was gonna be, I must admit. April 2nd, 10:05 a.m., Zodiac Art Gallery, Fountain Patio. Mr. Shields, isn't it about time you told me what this is all about? Why did you bring me to this museum with you? This is a museum? You're not busy now, are you, Miles? Also, what was going on in the intro? Was that a roller skating cake show? Like, because in that case, that reminds me of Ghost Trick Fan Detective. I thought it'd be nice if we could share the romance of the constellations together. I beg your pardon, but I would like to leave. Sorry, it was just a joke. Do you know about the final case your father worked on? The IS-7 incident? No, I don't. Yes, we do. Manfred von Karma showed it to me immediately after I became a prosecutor. I reviewed the case file again last night, after you invited me here. And, while I don't remember it very well, I also had been in attendance at the trial back then. Oh, Gregory Edgeworth. It's looking stylish. When I was young, I loved watching my father do battle in the courtroom. During that trial, it was my father, the defense attorney, Gregory Edgeworth, against the legendary prosecutor, Manfred von Karma. It has been a while, and while the trial ended with the defendant being declared guilty... I see, so you were there too, at Gregory's final trial. Wait, his final trial? Wait, is the IS-7 incident the thing that preluded the DL6 incident? Like the case that made Manfred von Karma kill Gregory Edgeworth? The truth about the IS-7 incident. It happened 18 years ago during the winter. Wait a minute. Wait, are we gonna get to play through that? No. Game, do not joke me around. Do not yank my chain. Are we going to get to play through Gregory Edgeworth's final trial and the trial that led into the DL6 incident? It was in this very place that the incident occurred. Young Ray! This is how Uncle Ray became a defense attorney. Oh my god, we are! Huh? Yup! December 24th, that's exactly what this is! December 24th! Oh my god, that's what we're doing! Oh, that's amazing! That is actually phenomenal! Okay. As if my expectations can be any higher. They are now, like, out of this world. Like, they're all the way on Jupiter right now. That's how far away my expectations are. Oh my god. Mr. Edgeworth, this request sure was sudden, don't you think? That's my young Ray voice. God, what voice do I give the legend himself? Indeed, we were contacted immediately after the client was arrested. My name is Gregory Edgeworth, and I am a defense attorney. I brought my assistant, Raymond, with me to meet our client, but... A murder on Christmas Eve, this is just too much. Who? Welcome, one and all, to the visitor's room. Okay. Wait, he's like doing the hand motion, the guard. Amazing. So this is what meeting a client is like. No, this is not a normal experience. It all happened so suddenly. I was completely surprised. I'm also surprised. 1,000 pardons for startling you. Yeah. How about 1,000 pardons for startling me in the intro? Where's my 1,000 pardons for that? I'm merely expressing my happiness through song. Welcome, one and all. I greatly appreciate you coming. All right, this guy. So you're the client for this case. Indeed. My name is Gregory Edgeworth. I am a defense attorney. I will be representing you in court. I can't believe we're actually playing this. This is the DL6 incident, essentially. This is what led in to that scene in the elevator, and we're getting to play through it. We're getting to see his final moments, and it's his battle against Von Karma. Oh my god! Wow, I can't believe it. Also, a really nice detail is that the organizer's been replaced with the court record. That's a really, really nice touch. Nice to meet you. I'll do my best to help you. Relax, Raymond. Please excuse his jitters. He's working part-time at my office as an apprentice. I thought I'd let him assist me in this investigation. So, Mr. Gregory and Raymond, correct? I am pleased to make your acquaintance. My job involves saving my clients from crimes in which they were falsely accused. First, I should determine if he is truly innocent. First, I would like to know more about you. I have forgotten to introduce myself. My name is Jeffrey Master. What? Wait, Master. So, that intro was a cake baking show, correct? And his name is Master Jeff, not Master Chef. Ha. Funny. Please laugh. The world's greatest pastry chef. Yep, that... Jeff Master the Master Chef. Yes, I am honored that you have heard of me. All my fans call me Master Jeff. Wowzers, I'm totally starstruck. I can't believe I get to meet Master Jeff. Raymond seems to know quite a bit about Mr. Master. Master Jeff makes fantastic desserts while putting on a song and dance show. Okay. Interesting. What's for dessert today? What's going on? Oh, okay, alright, Ray's doing a little dance. You do you. Oh, he's singing. Macaroons and waffles, light and fluffy something cake. Happiness for one and all. The sweetest temptations are hard to read when the text walks moves at the speed of a snail slipping pills. Over there! Take a peek inside the oven. There's no oven in here. Oh, apparently there is. There's a ding. Look, it's freshly baked desserts. What? I got caught up in their song myself. Okay. Wow! I'm so happy I got to sing with Master Jeff. It's my dream come true. Oh, thank you. I'm happy to hear that as well. Mr. Master, Raymond, shall we return to the matter at hand? Yes, of course. My sincerest apologies for making you wait. Now, where should we start? I guess you're gonna tell me all about your masterful Master Chef named Jeff Master, Master Chef, Mr. Master, Master Chief. You are the world's greatest pastry chef, but you are also skilled in song and dance. Well, I guess it's not entirely unheard of those two abilities being one in the same. No, Mike, and that's never. Those two have no overlap whatsoever in execution. Yes, when I'm having a good time, my body just moves to the rhythm by itself. Yeah, that's me whenever I listen to Ray's theme song. You seem to enjoy making desserts from the bottom of your heart. Ho-ho, if you don't have a good time making desserts, you won't make anything good. Creating desserts that bring happiness to one and all is my purpose in life. I mean, yeah, that's true for pretty much anything. If you don't like what you're doing, you're not gonna make something good. Like if I was just going through the motions with YouTube videos, like I was just making them just to make them, or like if I was doing it solely just to boost analytics or something, and I didn't like if I didn't actually enjoy making videos, I wouldn't be doing this. Like I'd just be churning out trash all day long, and it would not be. You gotta put your heart into your work if you're actually gonna make something quality. You can't just like because that's the thing. This is gonna be a side tangent, but when it comes to so for instance, when Telltale shut down in 2018, a lot of people were like, oh, because the Walking Dead final season was still ongoing at the time. A lot of people were like, oh, just send development to a different team. That's not quite how that works, because when it comes to things like, especially something like The Walking Dead, which had been like the game that put Telltale on the map essentially. The people working on that final season put their heart and soul into those first 2 episodes. So you can't just take something like that and then give it to somebody else and expect them to do half as good, because they're just like, because for that team it's gonna be like, okay, what's the next project we gotta do? All right, Walking Dead, sure, let's get it over with. But when you have a team that really cares about what they're doing and they put their heart and their soul into their work, and you can tell they're passionate about what they do. That's when you know you get something you get something of quality. But when if you're just going through the motions and churning out trash, that people can tell. Like, people aren't stupid. People can very easily tell when a creator or a developer or anybody isn't putting their heart and soul into their work. So it's just there's my mini tangent for the day. But yeah, Master Jeff's desserts are practically works of art. His sparkle looks so delicious. He's famous for his dreamlike desserts. Bringing happiness to all with his dreamlike desserts, huh? Okay, now let's talk about the case. The incident occurred in your estate, is that correct? Yes, that's where the great dessert contest was being held. It seems that the body was discovered in one of my creations. Oh, they found it in one of your desserts? For that reason, I was arrested by the detective in charge of the initial investigation. I would never do something as vile as robbing someone of their life. I am certain that the police will also realize that they have made a mistake. Really? Do you know anything about the victim? He was a man named Isaac Dover. He was one of the competitors in the contest. He was a wonderful man who made desserts of the highest beauty. Why did he have to die? I see. He truly seems to be grieving over the victim's death. Okay. I believe I have a sufficient understanding of Mr. Master's personality. Mr. Master, before I accept your request, there is one final matter I must confirm. You did not kill Mr. Dover. Can I take your word for it? Yes, that is correct. I did not kill him. No matter what happens, I would never take another person's life. Those aren't the eyes of a liar. I understand. I believe you. Thank you very much for taking the time to talk with us. The pleasure is all mine. I am grateful to speak with someone other than a detective. Next, we shall begin our investigation of the crime scene. We will report back with our findings once we have finished. Mr. Gregory, Raymond, I will wish you good luck. Okay, so this is what it was like. This is what that place was like beforehand. Alright then. Phew, it sure is cold outside. I didn't expect it to be snowing this hard. It's December 24th. What? Okay. Indeed, a place like this will probably not clear for a while. But even so, this mansion is ginormous, so this is what Master Jeff's place is like, huh? If you're going to hold a contest in your own home, you would need this much space after all. Oh? Oh?
Oh my, are you okay? I'm so very sorry. Would you happen to be Monsieur Edgeworth?
Yes, I am Gregory Edgeworth. And I'm his assistant, Raymond Shields.
Greetings and welcome, Monsieur Edgeworth and Monsieur Shields. Please call me Catherine Hall. I am in charge of the household affairs of this estate, and am also Monsieur Master's assistant. Ah, no way, you're the famous Kate, aren't you? You know of me? Of course I do, I see you on TV all the time. I'm a big fan of piece of cake. Oh goodness, I'm glad to hear you're a fan.
Tell me, what is this piece of cake? Word on the street is it can do serious damage to people's eardrums if you're not careful. But that's just what I've heard. Literally, I heard it. We all heard it. It was something. It's a TV show that's hugely popular with the kids. Master Jeff and Kate sing and dance while they make delicious treats. Yeah, that sounds like a lot of unnecessary work. Like, you're trying to... Like, imagine that. Imagine you're just dancing around the kitchen, trying to, like, coat a cake and frosting. Like, that's... It's a lot of unnecessary work's going on here. Just like this. Oh, God. What's for dessert? This is gonna be a very music-heavy episode, or a very music-heavy case, isn't it? Oh, good God. Ray, what are you doing, my guy? You just... Okay, this is, wow, okay, then. Oh, great, he's doing the objection point.
Everywhere, you just open up the oven.
Everyone likes opening up the oven. Is it... Just as a preface, please do not let this be another Turnabout serenade thing where you have to examine line by line the lyrics to be like, oh, she only said the word one time, I wonder what she was doing. Please don't do that again. I didn't like that. No one liked that. That was terrible. We're not doing that again. I hope.
I always practice along with the show.
Maybe I should tell my son about this show. But, man, doing this dance repeatedly sure works up your appetite.
Ah, pardon my inconsideration. I've forgotten to take care of our guests. Please relax and have some tea.
Clatter, clatter. Okay, I guess it's tea time with Kate. I mean, I feel like we have a murder to solve, but, you know. I mean, as long as character's taking a drink, I'll take a drink of water, too. You know, stay in character and all that. Oh, this is some fine Ceylon tea. I hear the aroma of citrus does wonders for your concentration.
I see. So this is what Ceylon tea smells like.
Oh? These sauces are chilled.
Yes, they help cool the tea more quickly for people who are bad with hot beverages.
I see. These teacups also have a wonderful design.
Oh, thank you very much. They are one of the few pride and joys of our state, ordered directly from France. They were made by the famed sculptor Pierre Roquette.
Pierre... Is that supposed to be pirouette? Okay. Credit where it's due. These name puns are spot on.
They are my absolute favorite articles of tableware.
You seem to greatly appreciate this man's works.
Yes, they are like treasures to me.
She appears to be very honest about what she likes. Thank you, Miss Hall, but it's time for us to move on to business. Are there any details that you can give us about the incident?
You're right. I sometimes get so distracted welcoming guests that I forget myself. To tell the truth, I was the one who discovered Monsieur Dover's body.
So you were the first one to discover the body. Is it true that the body was discovered in one of Mr. Master's desserts?
Yes, it was during the judging of the Great Dessert Contest. I heard the sound of something breaking from Monsieur Master's room. Monsieur Master? Are you in here? Yay! When I looked inside the room, I saw Monsieur Dover's body inside the treasure chest.
Thank you very much. I'm sorry to have made you recall such painful memories.
No, I should be the one apologizing for not being much help.
I mean, you told us all you could. I'm not exactly mad about that. Now then, I believe it's time for us to start investigating the crime scene.
Monsieur Edgeworth, Monsieur Shields, please find some way to save Monsieur Master. Monsieur Master is not someone who could commit murder.
Yes, of course.
Just leave it to us. If you'll excuse me, I have to continue serving tea to the other inspectors.
Raymond, let's head to the crime scene.
Yes, sir, Mr. Edgeworth.
Hey, is that Tyrell Bad? I think that's Tyrell Bad. Get it? Is it because his name is Tyrell Bad? Tyrell Bad. Wow, this whole thing is made out of chocolate. I can't believe I'm actually seeing Master Jest desserts up close. Were this not the scene of a murder, I admit, I too would have delighted in this occasion. Ah, now that you've reminded me it's a murder scene, I'm getting shivers down my spine. Perhaps it's because this room is cold to begin with. Now that you mention it, this room really is cold. Ah, achoo! Well, welcome back to the party, Tyrell Bad.
Never expected the defense attorney to show up so early.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Jeff Masters' defense attorney, Gregory Edgeworth. This is my assistant, Raymond.
How do you do?
Detective Tyrell Bad, homicide.
Mr. Bad, the detective is in charge of this case. I might in a few words.
Oh, Ray? You good? You're not supposed to eat paper. I don't know if you know this, but you're not supposed to eat paper. That's not... Or swallow. Okay.
He ate the paper?
He likes to digest his memories in his stomach as well as in his mind. That's not how that works. What? It's just a strange habit of his. Yet, I would... Maybe you should put a stop to that habit. That's not a healthy thing to do. It would probably be too much to ask him not to be concerned at all. More importantly, Detective Bad, will you give us permission to participate in the investigation?
Permission denied.
Oh, well, alright, case closed. I guess that's all we can do here. Why? Mr. Edgeworth is Master Jest's defense attorney.
Defense attorneys plant false evidence to try and get their not guilty verdict. I don't want their kind to disturb the crime scene.
Mr. Edgeworth would never use false evidence to defend his client.
I can't trust that coming from a defense attorney.
Do the police still suspect Mr. Master, even after the investigation?
If we didn't, we wouldn't have arrested him.
I believe that Mr. Master is innocent. That's why I have come to investigate.
Believing in his innocence without investigating the crime scene?
Yes, you won't let me investigate the crime scene. That's why I would like your permission to investigate. By investigating the crime scene, I want to ascertain if my thinking was naive or not.
So you don't intend to leave until you investigated the crime scene?
Yes.
Fine then. I will give you permission to investigate the crime scene. Well, that was easy.
Thank you.
But I'll be accompanying you. I can't trust the defense attorneys after all. If you understand that, you can begin your investigation.
That's a lollipop? I'm a little surprised myself. Alright, let's begin the investigation. Raymond, be sure to take notes on the case.
Leave it to me, Mr. Edgeworth.
Just begin already.
Tyrell Bad is not having it today. Okay, so, the first thing we gotta check is... Also, why can't Ray be... Did you really have to be here? Like, it's cool to see you again and everything, but like, why can't Ray be our partner? I want Ray to be my partner, not you. And I don't want you to be the partner, I want Ray to be the partner. Whatever, okay, so the first things first, we should probably check where the body was found. So let's do that. So this is where the body was discovered.
Yeah, the body has been removed, but otherwise, the crime scene has remained untouched.
I don't know that that's entirely I don't know that it's physically possible for this to remain untouched. You would have to make at least mild modifications to get the body out of that hole. So, I find it hard to believe that you haven't made any changes.
It seems the body was discovered inside this chocolate treasure chest.
The person who discovered it was Miss Hall.
Monster Master, are you in here? Eh!
She heard the sound of something breaking inside this room and came in.
Okay, we have breaking sound logic. What was the sound that came from Mr. Master's room?
I would like a little more information about this. What's this? Something has been dropped inside the treasure chest. This seems to be some kind of seal with a design and initials carved into it. Looks like a signet crest. Was it the victims?
I don't know if it was the victims, but we should take it for now.
Alright. Interesting. Alright, what else can we discover? There's not much. I mean, there's pieces on the floor. I don't know what this is.
It seems that the stand supporting the ship has been broken.
Okay, well, there's the source of the noise right there. There's the source of the noise. I mean, that was easy. Also, we have discovered yet another character in the Ace Attorney universe who has the ability to use logic. Gregory Edgeworth. So, yeah, I wonder if we'll be able to do logic chess too. Because, I was a little caught off guard when it's like, oh, Gregory Edgeworth has logic too. I guess it makes sense, but still, so I wonder if logic chess is a Miles Edgeworth unique ability, or if it'll also be applied to Gregory Edgeworth. I guess we'll find out.
The ship tipped over and broke the treasure chest, didn't it? Ah, maybe. Could the victim have been crushed by the ship and killed? If that were the case, this would have been an accidental death.
You two aren't serious about that, right?
Well, we were only discussing one of the possibilities. I was being pretty serious, though.
Okay.
Detective Bad, I would like you to tell me about the state of the victim.
If you mean a photo of the body, here, look at it. All you like. It seems the victim was beaten to death with a blunt object.
Beaten to death with a blunt object, okay.
Has the murder weapon been found?
You should try asking the prosecutor in charge later.
I wonder who that's gonna be.
It seems he doesn't intend to tell me, frankly. So, may I borrow this photograph?
Sure. It's not a photo that was taken by the police. Miss Hall took a photo of the body with an instant camera when she discovered it.
An instant camera? Is that like a disposable camera? An instant camera is a camera that can develop its film right after taking a picture. Yee, such a convenient camera exists! Anyway, let's go over the state of the crime scene a bit. This photo, upon closer examination, contradicts the state of the crime scene. I'll have to deduce the contradiction to resolve this matter.
Is there a contradiction with it? Okay, so I guess we'll check. So we have crime scene notes. Notes in the crime scene: the body was recovered by the police. Touch the check button for details. The victim's body was found in a treasure chest made of chocolate in Jeff Master's room. The cause of death seems to be a hard blow to the head by a blunt object. Okay. Victim's body. Oh wait, there's only two, so it's just. Is there a contradiction here? Or is there a contradiction between this and what the thing looks like now? Oh wait, there's no bloodstain anymore. Oh wait, because we didn't see a bloodstain. I know that for sure. We definitely did not see a bloodstain when we looked in here last time. Yeah, there's no bloodstain there. Okay. Oh wow, I just instinctively did Miles Edgeworth's voice. It's so ingrained into my memory or into my brain. When I see the words, I won't rest, I almost did it there too, I immediately go into the, I won't rest until I inspect every suspicious looking cranny voice. Wow, okay. That's gonna take some getting used to anyway, I guess. Okay, so the bloodstain would have been right here. So it's been mopped up after the photo was taken. Is the spot somehow connected to any evidence I hold? Yes. Yes, it is.
Eureka!
Are you sure the only thing the police removed from the crime scene was the body?
They also took away the piece of cloth the body was wrapped in.
In that case, a major contradiction has been created at the crime scene.
Contradiction?
Detective Bad, please look at the crime scene carefully once more. The bloodstain that should have remained at the crime scene has disappeared.
I definitely didn't get any reports about the bloodstain being cleaned up. I'll check with forensics.
Mr. Edgeworth, what happened? Comparing the photo and the crime scene, something struck me as being out of place. In the photo, the chocolate underneath the body remained intact inside the treasure chest. However, in the actual crime scene, it's missing. The chocolate with the blood stain is completely vanished. Yes, did the police remove it, or was this the work of the criminal?
According to forensics, no one has cleaned up any bloodstains.
I see. Well, that would mean someone erased the bloodstain.
Who knows?
Okay, so, good to know that information. I guess now is probably a good time to actually connect the logic we found earlier, so let's connect. We have we know what caused the breaking sound, and it's the broken stand. So let's connect these together.
Due to the broken stand, the ship lost its balance. It would seem Miss Hall entered the room upon hearing the ship collapse.
Yeah, when Miss Hall entered the room, the ship had already fallen over.
At any rate, I wonder why the stand broke.
Well, we don't have any logic to connect to that for now.
Maybe there was something wrong with the ship's balance in the first place.
Is that really true?
Okay, well, that's about all that I can examine here for now, I'm pretty sure. So, what else in this room can we check on? Is this a moon?
Elegant tableware and cookware are placed on the counter. It looks like the same tea set Miss Hall was using earlier. Was Master Jeff drinking the black tea?
Oh, this tea set. Only Jeff Master's fingerprints were found.
Were his fingerprints found on any of the other cookware?
The cookware was washed. Nobody's fingerprints remained.
Or he might have been cooking with gloves on. It seems the only thing here with his fingerprints is the tea set.
Okay, good to know. Now, one question I've been having for a while now is, who exactly are you and what are you doing here?
Excuse me, but you are...
My apologies, I was meditating. What did you ask, Sir Detective?
Actually, I'm a defense attorney. My name is Gregory Edgeworth. I'm his assistant, Raymond.
Pardon my late introduction. My name is Dane Gustavia. I am one of the pastry chefs participating in this contest.
What kind of desserts do you make, Mr. Gustavia?
Oh, what the...
Okay, he looks like Gaston right now. With the red shirt and the buff. Just everything. My specialty is making desserts out of candy.
Aw, what a cute seahorse. It was meant to be a
dragon dancing in the sky.
This is a dragon? I think it would fit better in the ocean than in the sky.
I know all too well that design is my weak point. I plan to study design and undergo training in Zhangfei once things settle down here.
I probably shouldn't touch the subject of design any further. Mr. Gustavia, if you aren't related to the investigation, why are you in this room?
Sir Detective wanted to know more about the desserts in this room, so he asked me to come.
Since he's one of the contestants, he might know something.
Well, let's talk to him and see if we can get anything out of him, okay? First things first, a little more about yourself, please.
Mr. Gustavia, those instruments you use are quite unusual.
Yeah, you don't say. Now, what is that supposed to be?
These instruments are called candy pumps, and they pump air into the candy.
They kind of look like swords. They're so cool.
Indeed. Ever since I began using them, no day has gone by where I didn't receive a burn, but that's not a good thing. That's why I wear red clothes, so that not a single stain will ever show on me. Okay. Making desserts is serious business. I am always training.
Does he injure himself because he hasn't trained enough?
Okay, then.
Can you tell me about the great dessert contest that was held here? From the looks of this room, it seems that the desserts weren't just for eating.
Also, something just occurred to me. It's very unusual for the flashback case to be in the middle of the game. Because I know this game has 5 cases, that much I know. But usually so for Trials and Tribulations, it was one flashback case in the beginning and then another one as the penultimate case prior to the finale. Apologize to Ace Attorney, even though we pretend that game doesn't exist. It had a flashback before the final set of trials. And then the first investigations game, Turnabout Reminiscence, was right before the Turnabout Ablaze. It is very because usually the flashback case is meant to give you details on what happened in the past, and then that leads into the final confrontation of the game, like the climax. It is very strange, but also equally incredibly intriguing that we're having the flashback case in the direct middle of the game. So I'll be interested to see how this goes.
The art of dessert?
Desserts that are true works of art, made solely out of edible materials. The works of art in this room are all made from desserts.
Now that you mention it, the whole room is filled with the smell of chocolate.
Sir Master exhibits great talent in both flavor and design. If you are not able to surpass Sir Master in flavor and design, you will not be able to win.
Beating the world's greatest pastry chef is pretty hard, isn't it?
In other words, if I can surpass Sir Master, I shall become the world's greatest pastry chef. That was the prize of this contest.
The prize is the title of the world's greatest pastry chef?
In addition to that, there is also Sir Master's treasured angel's recipe. If you want to learn more about the contest, just look at this piece of paper. These were the rules that were given to the participants of the contest.
Okay. Good to know.
Sorry, but I do not know much about the incident. I only learned about the incident after the judging had finished.
How was the contest judging carried out?
Let's see. Sir Master started judging at 3 p.m. Starting from my room, the judging proceeded in a clockwise direction. I used the room to the right of Sir Master's room, which is the room we're in now. Next, the room of a female pastry chef named Delicia.
Okay.
Was judged.
A female pastry chef? What kind of person is she?
She's a frightening woman who would do anything to achieve her goal. I heard she used lots of cream to make a fantasy-themed dessert. And lastly, Sir Dover's room was judged. His works were frozen statues made from sherbet. I could be pronouncing it incorrectly, but I don't know. Hall discovered the body in the middle of Gustavia's judging. She panicked, because she immediately notified the police. Master continued judging, without knowledge that the body had been discovered. As a result, Master judged Dover's room in Dover's absence. It seems we have plenty of room to suspect Master.
I'm lacking information. It's probably too early to object. By the way, Detective Bad, what were you talking to Mr. Gustavi about earlier?
I was asking him about the chocolate frame hanging on that wall. I thought something was missing.
Chocolate frame?
I thought if I asked someone who knew a lot about desserts, I could get an answer. Although, well, the first, I don't see anything missing, but I do notice that there's what looks to be a bloody handprint on the frame. Although thanks to your arrival, I still haven't got my answer yet.
Well then, since you've been waiting for so long, we could ask him about it right now.
I guess you don't understand sarcasm.
Mr. Gustavia, can you assist us with this matter?
I train in the art of desserts every day. If you have a question about desserts, please do not hesitate to ask.
Thank you very much. Okay, well, first things first, I'm gonna point out the handprint right here. These finger marks are...
These are unidentified finger marks. We don't know who they belong to, since no fingerprints were left behind.
Finger marks without fingerprints? These might be related to the case. Oh yeah, they might be related to the case. Like, there's a small chance. Anyway, the only other thing... it's a mysterious mystery! Woo!
It's probably wearing gloves.
Ah, Detective Bad lacks dreams and romance.
I don't think there are dreams or romance at a murder scene. The only other thing that stands out is that there's one of the candles has been extinguished here.
A dessert in the shape of a candle holder. Huh. It's titled Light of Life.
It seems that one of these important lights isn't lit. Is it symbolic? Or was there a reason for it? I have no idea. Okay. So, what exactly is this frame even supposed to be?
You can make such a beautiful picture out of chocolate? As expected of Master Jeff.
Is this really chocolate? It looks like an actual picture to me.
Impressive, Sir Attorney. You noticed well. This picture of an angel is not a dessert, but rather the angel's recipe.
The angel's recipe? The prize for the contest.
Eh? This picture isn't made of chocolate?
We've just crushed all of Ray's hopes and dreams. Indeed, within this chocolate frame lies a recipe book. Sir Master told everyone when he explained the rules of the contest to us in this room,
so the contestants knew the recipe was here.
How about it? This frame, don't you think it's missing something?
This must be what Detective Bad was asking Mr. Gustavi about earlier. This chocolate frame, there does seem to be a part that's missing. Oh, is it the thing at the bottom left? There does seem to be a bit of a hole there, you're right.
That's what's been bothering me as well.
Huh? What's missing?
Let me show Raymond the part of the chocolate frame that's missing. Yeah, there's something, there appears to be a hole down here.
Look closely at this part with the decorations. Can you see that one of them is missing? It's true, it's different from the other decorations.
This imperfect balance in the decorations is not like Sir Master. Upon closer examination, it seems this frame is not the only one with missing parts. We need to investigate further. All the desserts in this room each have one part missing.
Whoa, the candle holder and the sailing tools are all damaged as well. So someone tampered with the crime scene.
Okay, so let me guess. That's gonna be the logic we have to connect to the why the stand broke. Like the stand broke because someone was trying to someone was trying to destroy the desserts in the room. Perhaps.
Maybe Master vandalized the room himself to fool us.
Master Jeff wouldn't do that sort of thing to his desserts. Tampered desserts. I wonder if they are connected to the incident. Achoo!
Are you alright, Raymond? I mean, it was just a sneeze. I'm sure he's fine.
This room is way too cold. The fountain patio wasn't very warm either. This room certainly is cold. Do you want to wear my coat? Nope, I'm fine, because that's something that you promised to give me when I become a defense attorney. Heh, that's right.
Why is the temperature turned down so low? It's been turned down in order to maintain the chocolate's temperature. Why don't you try opening the panel cover on that wall? Panel cover?
Whoa! There's a secret panel hidden there.
This control panel is installed in all the rooms Sir Master prepared, so as to not detract from the dessert's presentation. The cover was closed to conceal it. What does the panel do? Or what does the panel do? It allows you to change the temperature and the lighting in the room. In order to preserve any type of dessert, it can go down to about negative 22 degrees Fahrenheit.
The room would like to be this room would be like a freezer. It says at 59 degrees. No wonder I thought it was so cold. Detective Bad, I'm not allowed to change the temperature. Am I?
Preserving the crime scene is the foundation of being a detective.
But I'm not a detective! A defense attorney can't recklessly damage a crime scene either.
Indeed, Sir Assistant. Enduring hardships is also a part of training. In order to preserve chocolate, 59 degrees to 64 degrees is the ideal temperature. That's going to be important later. If they're making this big of a deal about temperature, that's going to be a very, very, very big issue later. The ideal temperature for chocolate is expected from the dessert chef. No, it is but a trifle. This is basic knowledge that anyone should know if they are a dessert chef. So, what's the ideal temperature for candy and fresh cream? As long as you watch out for humidity and hot temperatures, candy shouldn't melt. For fresh cream, around 50 degrees Fahrenheit is the ideal temperature. You need to watch out for the humidity and hot temperatures. For candy, I see.
Detective Bad, he seemed a bit happy when they were talking about candy. Is candy one of his favorite things? I already checked this area earlier, but it never hurts to take another look.
There's still more to examine here? I feel like we've searched this place top to bottom. I don't know. Okay. So, what is there left to do? We've checked this area, we've checked this area, we've checked the main crime scene. What are you people doing?
What are you investigating? Sure, I'm checking the temperature of the stream.
What have you learned?
Sure, this stream has warm water. This stream is connected to the fountain in the patio and runs through every room. It's an unusual construction for a room.
The minds of the rich, I'll never understand.
Okay. That's certainly interesting. Oh, right, we have logic to connect, right? Yeah, we have logic to connect. Okay, so we can connect the wide stand broke with the tamper desserts. Because someone was trying to vandalize the crime scene. Probably to destroy the desserts.
Each of Mr. Master's works had a piece that was missing. Add to that the fact that the ship's chocolate stand was broken. I think we can surmise that someone ransacked this room. And the one who did it could be the true culprit. That I don't know. But I think it's safe to say that the ship's stand got broken when this room was ransacked. And, when the ship fell over, it broke the treasure chest lid. I expect that the lid of the treasure chest was originally closed.
Okay, investigation complete. It seems our investigation of this room is just about over. Okay, crime scene notes have been updated.
This should make it clear. Jeff Masters is the culprit.
How could you possibly surmise that based on what we've discovered? What? Why?
All the rooms in this mansion were locked from the inside. And the only way to open them from the outside was to use this key to the mansion.
Do you know who had the key?
Master was the only one with the key. There were no spare keys.
Okay. Admittedly, things don't look too good for him with that.
But by using the mansion key, Master could enter all the contestants' rooms. Of course, the key could also lock his room from the outside.
However, Mr. Master's room is currently unlocked.
Yeah, that's why I suspect Master is the culprit.
I'd like to hear your reasoning in more detail. Oh, here we go. Why I suspect Jeff Master.
If the body had been found in an unlocked room, Master would have been the prime suspect. That's why Master made sure to leave the door to his own room unlocked. And to ensure that the body would be seen, Master broke the lid on the treasure chest.
What? This own picture the picture you're showing on screen contradicts you. It very clearly shows the stand was what cracked open the treasure chest, not Master himself. Also, Master wasn't even in the room. He was off judging other rooms. He was nowhere near here. This photo was taken while he was out of the room, and it shows the stand cracking open the treasure chest. You're gonna have to try a little bit harder than that to trip me up. Okay, so this was very sick. This one's gonna be nice and easy, which honestly we kind of need a nice and easy one after the insanely cleverly constructed complex mystery that was the the imprisoned turnabout.
Contrary to his expectations, the body was discovered by Miss Hall. That's my reason for suspecting Master. Got that, Ace Attorney?
So you also think it was Mr. Master himself who vandalized this room?
Yeah. You defense attorneys believe that justice lies in trusting your clients, but I'm a detective. If I believed every poor sap's story, I'd let the suspicious ones get away.
I understand your reasoning thoroughly. However, I'd like you to hear my thoughts on the subject now.
Fine.
Detective Bad believes that he is right, but I won't give up so easily. I can't accept his reasoning. I'll have to show him evidence that contradicts it. Alright, here we go. Now, let's hear. I'm not gonna use the microphone for this one because I wanna actually hear. Oh wait, I wanna actually hear Gregory Edgeworth's objection to hear what it sounds like. So I'm not gonna use my microphone to do it because obviously the voice of my objection would overrule the voice of his objection. So we'll see how this goes. But all I have to do is just show the photo and your argument falls apart. All right, how's it sound?
Objection!
Sounds good. Originally, the victim's body was hidden inside the chocolate treasure chest. Miss Hall entered the room when she heard a sound. I think it's likely that this was the sound of the chocolate chip falling over.
Yeah, that's what you would think just by looking at the crime scene.
You said that Mr. Master broke the treasure chest lid himself. But this photo shows that the ship's fall caused the lid to break. If the lid broke just before Miss Hall found the body, then Mr. Master, who was in the middle of judging, could not have broken it.
I never said that Master broke the lid directly. The ship was set up to fall during the judging. I believe he tampered with the stand.
Objection!
Do you have proof he tampered with it?
No, but the investigation isn't completely over yet.
It seems they still haven't found anything conclusive. Have you found any other fingerprints, other than Mr. Master's, in this room?
Yeah, there were some left on the door. But the victim, Dover, and Master were also among the fingerprints left behind.
Before we made our desserts, we all gathered here to have the judging explained to us. Perhaps that was when we left those fingerprints.
But you didn't find any fingerprints on the works in this room?
What?
Someone tampered with the chocolate in this room. So perhaps there are other fingerprints on it, apart from Mr. Master's.
No matter what we find, it won't clear Master of suspicion. Levy, hurry up and dust this chocolate for fingerprints.
Roger that, sir.
Detective Bad,
found another person's fingerprints on all the chocolates in this room.
Whose fingerprints?
They belong to a pastry chef by the name of Delicia.
Good work. Turn to the investigation.
Yes, sir.
It would seem that there are other suspicious people besides Mr. Master after all.
I don't need a defense attorney to tell me that. I'm not stopping my investigation. We will just go and listen to what this Delicia has to say.
Delicia, Gustavia told us about her not long ago. Is she really a frightening woman who would do anything to achieve her goal?
Mr. Edgeworth, this Delicia lady sounds mighty suspicious to me.
It seems that it will be necessary for us to speak with her directly as well. Detective Bad, would you allow us to accompany you?
I'm not obligated to do that.
What?
But you were the one who discovered the truth of the crime scene. Fine. Have it your way. Follow me. Detective Bad,
Thank you.
Detective Bad, sir. Are you sure about that? Right now, that prosecutor is in the room.
doesn't matter. Him and I don't see eye to eye.
That prosecutor, Manfred von Karma?
Him? Who's the prosecutor in charge of this case anyway?
I bet I know who it is, yup.
Manfred von Karma.
What? Von Karma's in charge? That guy hasn't lost a case in 25 years.
Manfred von Karma, the living legend of the prosecutor's office. If the rumors of his courtroom performance are to be believed, he's a man who would do anything for a guilty verdict. No matter what kind of prosecutor he is, I can only hold true to the path I believe in. Okay. I am excited to keep playing. This is gonna be so awesome. Okay, so far, like it's not anything spectacular because the case is just getting started. You know, it's just typical investigation, making logical connections, finding evidence. It's great so far. But the premise of the case, playing as Gregory Edgeworth with young Ray and facing up against Manfred von Karma in the case that led to the DL6 incident, is such a phenomenal premise for this case. I cannot wait to see how this goes. Okay, thanks for watching. Stay tuned next time to catch you all tomorrow for some more Ace Attorney Investigations 2. Goodbye.